Yeah, we never did. No. I'm a man. I don't know. That's why I was just thinking.
Municipal Authority. Regular Meeting Minutes. August 15, 2016. Members present, Tom Adam Dan Smith Jeff Gallagher Mike Cossack. Karen Warfield. Employees present, Vicky Johnston Ken Caldwell Neela Henry. Donald Morrison Leo Drass, GDNF. Guests, Michelle Whetstone. Meeting called to order at 7 p.m. with Pledge of Allegiance. Dan Smith motions to approve meeting minutes July 18, 2016, Mike Cossack seconds, all in favor. DEP Available Operator Form. This is a form sent to IMA to be completed and sent back to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania every year. It is a list of available water operators for Irvona Municipal Authority. Donald Morrison was added to the operator form on January 3, 15, replacing Jeffrey Parks. In July 2015, Kenneth Caldwell was added to the operator available form after receiving his water license. Sunday, May 15, 2016, Kenneth Caldwell was removed by Karen Warfield as operator available and Donald Morrison was listed as operator for IMA. Monday, May 16, 2016, there was a motion never passed by the board for Donald Morrison to be water operator in charge. Donald is still on as needed employee with license also hanging for IMA, but Kenneth Caldwell license are hanging in office and Ken Caldwell has been doing DEP reports, lab tests, and submitting DEP reports. Due to notification from DEP, Kenneth Caldwell received an email to be added back on available operator form in June 2016. In August, the available operator form has Kenneth Caldwell and Donald Morrison listed as water operators. Dan Bender was also notified by DEP and State Ethics was at IMA again. Ken Caldwell brought up about operator on record, and he has been signing DEP reports for months illegally. Karen Warfield asked why he was signing if he knew they were illegal. Kenneth Caldwell was not aware his name was removed from the available operator form on Sunday, May 15, 2016 at 4:05 p.m. The meeting Monday, May 16, 2016, he was still water operator for IMA. The Irvona Municipal Authority TEMA August 15, 2016 official minutes were used in an action the following. State Ethics Commission 309 Finance Building, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania 17120. In re, Karen L. Warfield. File docket 16-006. Respondent XREF. Order No. 1709. Date decided 1/24/17. Date mailed 1/31/17. Before, Nicholas A. Colafella, Chair. Mark R. Corrigan, Vice Chair. Roger Nick. Melanie De Palma. This is a final adjudication of the State Ethics Commission. Order No. 1709. 1. Karen L. Warfield, violated Section 1103(a) of the Public Official and Employee Ethics Act *65 PAC.S. S 1103(a), when, in her capacity as a member of the Board of the Irvona Municipal Authority, Clearfield County, Pennsylvania, she motioned and voted for an increase in compensation/wage for her brother, Donald Morrison, who was an employee of the Irvona Municipal Authority, and when she submitted a change of available operator notification to the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection on May 15, 2016, removing Ken Caldwell as the licensed plant operator and replacing Caldwell with her brother, Donald Morrison. 2. Per the consent agreement of the parties, Warfield is directed to make payment in the amount of $1,000,000 payable to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and forwarded to the Pennsylvania State Ethics Commission in 5 monthly installments of $200 each to be paid in full by no later than 5 months after the mailing date of this order. 3. Per the consent agreement of the parties, Warfield is directed to not accept any reimbursement, compensation, or other payment from the Irvona Municipal Authority representing a full or partial reimbursement of the amount paid in settlement of this matter. 4. To the extent she has not already done so, Warfield is directed to file complete and accurate statements of financial interests for the 2011, 2013, and 2014 calendar years with the Irvona Municipal Authority, through the Pennsylvania State Ethics Commission, by no later than the 30th day after the mailing date of this order. For compliance with paragraphs 2, 3, and 4 of this order will result in the closing of this case with no further action by this Commission. Non-compliance will result in the institution of an order enforcement action by the Commission. On August 7, 2025, at 7 p.m., Ms. Karen L. Warfield, visible in the VPPNM meeting video, personally delivered an envelope during the public session. Upon opening, it was revealed that the envelope contained a request for her brother to be considered for appointment to the Beccaria Coalport Irvona Municipal Authority, BSIMA. There is no documented evidence that an open seat on the BSIMA Board of Directors was publicly advertised, nor was any formal notice issued indicating the need to fill a vacancy. Additionally, no other individual submitted letters of interest or applications for the purported open seat. No supporting documentation was presented to demonstrate that the applicant resides within the jurisdiction of Irvona Borough or owns a business therein, criteria typically required to justify eligibility for appointment to the BSIMA Board of Directors. Given that Ms. Warfield was previously adjudicated for an ethics violation, a critical question arises: why was her brother not named as a respondent in the same proceeding, particularly in light of evidence suggesting that Donald Morrison may have been complicit in the violation? Findings of fact and request for review regarding BSIMA appointment process. Background. On August 7, 2025, at 7 p.m., Ms. Karen L. Warfield, visible in the publicly available VPPNM meeting video, personally delivered an envelope during the public session. Upon opening, it was revealed that the envelope contained a request for her brother to be considered for appointment to the Beccaria Coalport Irvona Municipal Authority, BSIMA. 2. Procedural irregularities. No documented evidence exists that an open seat on the BSIMA Board of Directors was publicly advertised, as required under standard municipal appointment procedures. No formal notice was issued indicating the need to fill a vacancy on the BSIMA Board. No other individual submitted letters of interest or applications for the purported open seat, suggesting a lack of transparency and competitive consideration. No documentation was presented to demonstrate that the applicant resides within the jurisdiction of Irvona Borough or owns a business therein, both of which are customary eligibility criteria for appointment to the BSIMA Board of Directors. 3. Ethical concerns. Ms. Warfield has previously been adjudicated for an ethics violation. In light of this, the following question is respectfully submitted for review. Why was her brother not named as a respondent in the same ethics proceeding, particularly given the circumstances surrounding his proposed appointment and the appearance of coordinated action? Further, based on available evidence and meeting records, it appears that Donald Morrison may have been complicit in the procedural irregularities or ethical breach. His role in facilitating or endorsing the appointment warrants scrutiny. 4. Request for review. In the interest of transparency, procedural integrity, and public trust, it is requested that the appropriate oversight body or ethics commission Review the appointment process to determine whether it complied with applicable statutes, including public notice and eligibility requirements. Investigate whether the applicant's relationship to Ms. Warfield and the manner of submission constituted a conflict of interest or ethical violation. Examine the role of Donald Morrison in the appointment process to assess potential complicity or failure to uphold procedural standards.